The society had one look at the Rentaro family and said, I'm good. Holy shit. It is time for some more 100 Girlfriends. Make sure you leave a like on this video, share, support, subscribing, that bell if you haven't already. Of course, Patreon, full live reactions, everything lives over there. And if you hype the video on the YouTube mobile app, it does help push it to even more people. Let's jump into it and see what the 100 degenerates have in store for us. Are we gonna have like an actual training arc for Idol where we have to learn to dance? Or is this like a 2-second gag? Jesus. Where's your sports bras? There's no fucking way that made you that happy. Yo, the momentum of her tatas forced the gravity to pull. Damn. But here's the thing, you don't understand this harem. We ride together, we die together. If we're gonna fail as a team. Didn't even try to fucking like pretend like we were gonna miss her. Just said, alright. Yeah, later, bitch. Now I present to you my 15 girlfriends. Oh my god, bro's about to nut in the crowd. Which knowing this show probably would get him another girlfriend, let's be real. Yo, they said fuck that shit. The power of bullshittery in this show prevents people from being isekai'd. They're like, listen, I ain't even gonna touch the fucking creepy ass uncle who wanted to set up his own daughter with his fucking nephew. I'm good, boss. Wait, why do we have blow up dolls? Nah, bruh. That's... I know damn fucking well that Hahari, he's taking one of them blow-up dolls back. You know what I mean? Truck-kun saw this shit and said, I'm good. I'm refusing to allow this to be infected to another world. I mean, here's the thing, though. Idols aren't allowed to have boyfriends. Well, see you guys. That might be the fastest fucking arc I've ever seen in anime, to be fair. I find it actually hilarious that it's now canon that Truck-kun does not want the Rentaro family. Because what do you mean bro rolls up, pants falling down, a bag full of blow-up dolls, and says, yeah, don't mind me, I got ran over on the way here. We all know by anime logic being run over by any sort of vehicle, hell, you could get run over by Horse-kun, and you getting your ass isekai to the next plane. This universe said anyone that is associated with the Rentaro family, especially a man who wanted his niece to bang his nephew, we ain't touching that with a 1,000-foot pole. And that might be the funniest thing that this show has ever done. And if you disagree, you just don't know what peak looks like. And straight up, these were blow-up dolls, bro. Now, I'm not just saying they were blow-up dolls that were supposed to look like them. They have a fucking mouth hole. You cannot even say I'm just being too degenerate. Now, why this man had not only himself, but Rentaro times 10 blow-up dolls of each? I'm definitely more sussed out with him than I was before. And you know damn well a third minimum of the Rentaro family kept a few of these for their private stash. What do we always say on this channel? If you take a slight step back, sometimes things can appear wholesome. It's true. You know, they're coming together, they're being this idol group, and honestly, to their credit, amazing production value, they were doing great. But if you take an even slightly step back more, you're like, Deadpool, fourth wall breaking, what the fuck, right? This family is beyond fucked. There's no salvage in this. The only thing surprising to me was someone didn't fall in love during the blow-up rave. I'm waiting for the moment that something like this happens in the show, right? And I don't know exactly how I direct it, but I do something like this, where Rentaro, in the middle of loving his women, locks eyes in the middle of a blow-up doll rave and says, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? She's like, sure. And then she just joins in. There's no build-up. There's no emotional this, that, and third. No, it's just simply like, you in? Awesome. Carries on the scene. Because if this author is dead ass about getting to all 100, at a certain point, things are going to get speedrun, and that's going to be even fucking funnier. Though I have to say, this scene in particular might be the highlight for me, just because it represents humanity in a nutshell. Because from the beginning of this performance, they were good. Like, they had good choreography, good singing, good dancing, everything. But because no one but Rentaro was hyping them up in the crowd, they said, we're gonna go get autographs with the real stars. The exact same fucking performance then gets everyone to say, oh, they're good because other people start hyping it up. That is humanity in a nutshell. What do I always say about the anime community? So all these anime that don't get popular, but if they would have had a hype backing would have, not because anything was different about them, but just because people were glazing it. Humanity is nothing but sheep, man, and this scene completely represents it. I'll give Rentaro this. Bro ain't out here hyping these girls up because people tell him to. He's just that much of a degenerate in love, and I can respect it. You know, this episode went from, like, an okay episode, and, like, okay for the show is entertaining, right? Like, the show can be as okay as possible, and I'm still gonna have a fun time. But as it escalated and it became more insane in the face of the public, that's when I really was like, okay, this is actually a pretty hilarious episode. And the one thing I was really hoping they would touch upon, which they did by the end, is those who don't know, idols can't date, right? I mean, most do, but like they gotta keep that shit a secret because the way the idol industry is, you gotta stay pure, you gotta give the illusion, the fans have a shot with you, right? It's a really toxic industry, right? A lot of people kind of got exposed to that in Oshinoko, but I mean, yeah, it's a thing. So ultimately, the dude who I thought was an insurance salesman based on the intro of the episode, turns out he's like an idol manager, and he straight up is like, hey guys, you guys are gonna be stars, but no romance. And before he even finished that sentence, they were fucking gone. Fastest anime arc potentially I've ever seen. The Rentaro family idol arc begins, and they're done. I mean, you gotta give these degenerates this. They absolutely believe that, you know, their love is unbreakable, and anything that tries to get in the way, we gonna out. And I respect it. I'm just trying to imagine what a season 10 of a show like this would look like. Because you know damn well it's going to get up to a Rent-A-Girlfriend level season count. Unlike Rent-A-Girlfriend, at least this show's hilarious, right? Like, it doesn't take itself as seriously as that show does. But man, it gets to a point with this family. While they may not be signing record deals and, you know, getting on the magazines because of their stardom, they'll certainly be performing a lot of rooftop concerts, I'm sure. Whew. I mean, this season just gets weirder and weirder, and I'm completely here for it. Thoroughly enjoyable episode. The blow-up dolls, the truck coon, the fucking sheep that is society. Everything about it was just very, very entertaining. And seriously, that was some of the best anime. And I think I want to go as far to say, I can't remember the last time I've seen as long of a dance sequence for a television anime be that well animated and directed. That might be the best we've seen in some time. That's insane. Your thoughts on the episode down below. What did you think of the blow-up dolls and everything else? Let me know. Leave a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell, and yes, Patreon for live reactions, all some more. And hey, if you're already over on my Patreon, I'll give you a video shout out too, because my patrons are what fund this YouTube channel. Alrighty, so today we got Ciarson, Kyle Asperus, The Dragon's Thorn, I'm Pogs, Ranka, and we also have Ash. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.